Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Small again. I'm so glad to see you all once again, and some of you I get to see in your classes. I hope I get to see other people in their classes pretty soon because I miss you all so much, and I love seeing you on the video chats and the video classrooms that I've been seeing. Anyway, I have another book to bring you today, and it's another book that Mrs. Small was read when I was little, when I was about your age, called Giant John. And it's about a giant and a bunch of fairies that he lives with in a forest. And I think you're going to really enjoy this book. It's an older book, so I don't think anybody's ever read it to you. So let's get started. All right, now Mrs. Small is going to have to put on her glasses, and there's a little bit of glare in my glasses, so please pardon that, but I have to have them to read. All right, here's the first picture. It says, long ago in an enchanted forest, there lives a large giant named John. And you can see this doesn't have a lot of crazy colors in it, but it's really a neat art illustrations. And you see the giant there, and he has an owl on his shoulder, and he's holding bunny rabbits, and he's holding a squirrel, and you see he's way taller than any of the trees in his little forest. All right. The fairies who also lived in the forest played music, dancing music for John. He had to dance and dance until he could not stop. And he could not stop until the music stopped. The dancing made John's feet hurt, but he thought it was great fun. So these are magic fairies that John lived with. And whenever they played their music, it made John dance and dance and dance, and he couldn't stop until they stopped the music. Those fairies are pretty cute. Oh, look at this picture. You see this picture of another giant, and he's bringing in trees to her, like a bushel, like a little bouquet of flowers. It says in the evening he would pick a bouquet of trees and take them home to his mother. One night his mother began to cry. "We are poor," sobbed Mrs. Giant. "There are only 2 potato chips in the cupboard, and we have no money to buy more food." Oh, look at that. There's his mother, and she's crying because there's 2 potato chips. Have you ever only had potato chips to eat for dinner? That must be just terrible. But look at how he's coming in the door with the bouquet of trees. I thought that was really cute. Let's hope that improves. After they ate their potato chips, John said, "Do not cry, Mother. Soon we will have some money. I will go out into the world and find a job." Mrs. Giant made John wear his galoshes, which is something they wore in the rain, and carry his umbrella. "Goodbye, Mother," said John as he started on his journey. So there he is. His mom planted the little bouquet of trees, and he's out going to find a job, and he's wearing his rain shoes and has his umbrella. So he's going to try to find a job so they can have something to eat in their cupboard besides potato chips. John walked very far out into the world. He saw mountains and tigers and thunderstorms. He saw a beautiful castle. "Look, look," cried the king and queen and princess and dog who lived in the castle. "Here comes a giant." "Hello," called John. "I am looking for a job." And look at this. He saw tigers. He saw a castle. And look, there's the king and queen in the castle and a prince. And there's the little dog. And look at the little dog house is made like the castle. I always really love that. And look at over here. He's so tall, he's above the thunderstorm. You see that? I always love this book. This is another book my grandma used to read me when I was really little. "Stay a while and work for us," said the king. John liked the king and queen and princess and dog. He decided to stay and went right to work. So look, he's going to do something for them. I wonder what he's going to do for them. When it rained, he kept the castle dry. So look at that. That was one of his jobs, was to actually keep the castle dry when it rained. Oh, isn't that something? Well, you know, there's a job for everybody, they say. And that was his. And when it was sunny and hot, he blew a pleasant breeze. So when it was really hot, he would blow, almost like our air conditioning we have. He would provide that for the people in the castle. And look at the sun above the castle. He helped the queen do the laundry. Look at that. He's the clothesline for the queen. See the queen down there putting the clothes on the line, and John is flailing it about. I always used to love to see these crowns. See the crowns that are clipped on the line. I always thought that was really cute. He is helping them and making money so he can take money and food home to his mommy. Another job he had was to play horsey and to make the dog and princess laugh. So look, he has the princess and the dog on his back playing horsey. John cleaned and dusted the castle every day. Look at that. He takes the top of the castle off as he dusts the castle, and everybody waits outside while he does it. Wouldn't that be helpful if you could have a giant cleaning the top of your house? The king and queen and princess and dog were very happy. They didn't even mind when John's snoring kept them awake at night. So look, they're over here and they're wide awake in the middle of the night, even the dog, because he's snoring over here. See how he just lays in the field with his rain galoshes and his umbrella. He still has the same clothes on that he had on when he came. And we know it's nighttime because why? Because the pages are black, for one thing. And also, do you see the moon up there? Yep. On Saturday, the king gave a big bag of gold for all the work he had done. We'll have a picnic lunch before you go home, said the queen. Suddenly, a cloud of fairies appeared. They were John's friends from the enchanted forest. We missed you, John, they said. There is no one to dance to our magic music. We came to play for you. Uh-oh. What do you think's going to happen? He's sitting here and he has the whole royal family on his lap. And here come those fairies. They want him to dance. But do you remember what used to happen when he used to dance? Remember, he didn't know how to stop. He couldn't stop once they played. So let's see what happens. Uh-oh, it doesn't look good. The fairies began to play music and dance and dance. John began to dance and dance and dance. Ouch, said the king and queen and the princess and dog as they fell to the ground. Stop, stop, shouted John, but the fairies kept playing the music, and John danced and danced. Look, they started playing the music, and everything fell off of John's lap as he danced, and it hurt them because they fell. Look, he even lost his banana that he was eating. I hope he can stop dancing. John could not stop dancing. He danced everywhere. He danced on the flowers and on the dog's tail. Oh, I used to hate that he stepped on the dog's tail. It used to make me sad. He danced on the castle. You foolish fairies, cried John. Stop that terrible music. Look, he kicked the castle and it all fell. Oh, I wonder if it's destroyed forever. That would be very terrible, not to be able to stop dancing. The fairies did stop their music, thank goodness. They saw what they had done and they were very sorry. The king and queen and princess and dog were all crying. Oh, look at that, you guys. They were sad. And look, everyone, look at the dog's tail is broken. Oh, and they're all crying. I hope it gets better. But Giant John did not cry. He began to put the castle back together again. The fairies helped him too. They bandaged the flowers and the dog's tail. So look in this picture. They bandaged the dog's tail, and look, he's not hurt. And they bandaged even the flowers. And look, John, they said he didn't cry. He just went right to work. So sometimes you just have to hurry up and get things done and then be sad about it maybe later. I wonder what that castle is going to look like when he gets finished building it. Oh, wait till you see it. John worked hard, and soon the castle was fixed. It did not look quite the same as before, but the king and queen and the princess and dog dried their eyes and thought it was beautiful. Look at that. Does it look the way it looked in the beginning? Oh my goodness, I don't think so. It's pretty messed up. But they loved it. Even the little doghouse is kind of different. See how the top of the castle is one of the supports for it? I always thought that was funny. Now I must go home, said John, putting on his rain shoes and hat. He promised to visit often and kiss the king and queen and princess and dog goodbye. So look, he's going to go back to his mom. And look, he has his bag of gold. And he's saying goodbye to his new friends. And look, it looks like the fairies are going to go with him. Let's see what happens next. John rushed home to his mother with the bag of gold. Look, Mother, he called, I've earned some money for us. Look, he's coming through the door, and he has the bag of gold, and the fairies are with him. By this time, Mrs. Giant was very, very hungry. She was glad to see John and his bag of gold coming through the door. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Look at what his mom is getting ready to eat. She's so hungry, she's getting ready to eat her own shoe. Look, you can tell because there's her toes. I used to think that was funny, but kind of sad. And then look, a spider had built a web in the cupboard that shows how long that he was gone and she had been without food. That's pretty funny though, that her shoe is being eaten. Oh, look at this. That night, John and his mother invited the fairies to dinner. They did not dance, but they ate baked beans and sang many songs and lived happily ever after. And look at this scene. My goodness, look at all the fairies. And they're eating baked beans with everything that they could buy to eat with all that gold. Can you believe they bought baked beans? That wouldn't be my first dinner. Would that be your first dinner after not eating for so long? Not me. Well, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed that book. I did. I really love that book. It's a different kind of story. It's more like a fable. But I hope you all really, really enjoyed it. And I'm going to read you another story very, very soon. I hope everyone is doing really, really well. And just remember how much I love you all. And I can't wait to see you soon again. Love you. Bye.